What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV, your source for the best of all things gaming each and every day, coming at you with a late night upload. I've already made my Call of Duty video for the day, or yesterday if you find yourself in the Eastern Standard Time Zone, but I felt like making another one because I'm bored and have nothing better to do. What are you complaining about anyways? It's more content for you to consume, and it's not like you were sleeping. Don't lie to me, you were probably running down the street trying to catch Pokemon like everybody else. Today, we had a whole big change happen to the Fracture game mode. They've changed a little bit of what's going on inside the game mode. They've also changed something that occurred when Fracture first came out that a lot of people were mad about, that I didn't even register when I started playing this mode, just because you'll get it when we start talking about it. So I'm going to talk about some of the changes that happened to Fracture today in a sneaky little playlist update that Treyarch put out there. And I'm also going to give you guys a really cool tactic for when you're playing Fracture, which you're actually seeing in this game. But starting with those updates, today there was a playlist update, a little sneaky thing put in there by Treyarch. They didn't actually announce it, they didn't say anything about it really, it just kind of popped up and changed some of the things for Fracture. So the first thing that they changed was the actual score cap is now 75 instead of 60. Before it was once you captured 60 core files, you win the game, and that was really quick. This gameplay that you're seeing here is from post-patch? No, pre-patch. Post is after. This is pre-patch gameplay, and it's really quick. Like, the gameplays were great for me because they're only like 6-minute gameplays, not even sometimes. So it made it great for little commentaries, but for everybody else, I guess 6-minute games is too short, and people wanted to have a longer experience in a single game with this, so they extended it out to 75. I definitely thought they were going to extend it to 100. I mean, I like the 60, but I also knew that 60 was a little short. So it makes sense that they're extending it a little bit. I think they're going to extend it in increments instead of just going, oh, 60s isn't good enough, here's 100, because then 100 might take a longer time. It makes sense that they just stuck it out a little tiny bit just to see what the change is. They're probably going to test that for another week or so, and then they're going to either expand it more or take away a little bit more. Like, it's a give and take with this game mode. It's brand new game mode, never been in any Call of Duty ever before, so they definitely need to try it out and test it with the fans and see what's going on. So it makes sense that they only buffed it out an extra 15 to 75, but I think 75 is going to be good. I don't think that they're going to have to change it again after 75. I think 75 is a really good number. It's right around where that team deathmatch count used to be back. I don't even know if it was 75 at the beginning of this game. I think it started at 100 in this game. But that was once how many kills you needed to win a team deathmatch. So I think 75 is a good number at this point. The other thing that they changed in today's playlist update was actually the playlists themselves. This I never noticed when I was actually going through and playing Fracture for the first time, but somebody commented on one of my videos and they were pretty pissed off, and it makes sense because I had never played the game mode that they took away, but this person obviously had, and he was very angry. So when the Fracture game mode came out, it didn't just go into core game modes like it should have. Instead, it went into bonus game modes, and in the bonus game modes, it replaced the Chaos Mosh Pit, which is a huge favorite with a lot of people. Like I said, I never personally played it that much, but people that commented on my video definitely did. The one guy, he was pretty mad. He was like, dude, like, that's all I play is the Chaos Mosh Pit, and they took it away from me. My plans for the weekend are ruined. So Fracture had taken the place of Chaos Mosh Pit. The other thing that was in there, it was basically Descent, Fracture, Gun Game, Ground War, and Mercenary Mosh Pit. They have since changed that up a little bit. They brought back the Chaos Mosh Pit and got rid of Mercenary Mosh Pit altogether. Not that anybody really ever played the Mercenary Mosh Pit. Like, every single time you went on the game, it was 0% of people in the Mercenary Mosh Pit. So it makes sense that they would get rid of that and bring back Chaos, because a lot of people were ticked off. So that's good. They brought back Chaos. So those are the two things that they changed in this playlist update. I'm sure they changed a couple other things as well. They brought in a new Liquid Divinium thing in the black market, but who really cares? Except for those zombies players out there. I should be a zombies player as well, but I've not touched zombies in a very long time. We've talked about that in some of the live streams. More news on that in a little bit. But for now, let's jump into what that little tactic is that you're seeing in the gameplay today that you should be using on Fracture, and that is melee weapons. Oh, baby, yes. Melee weapons are where it's at in Fracture right now. Fracture is such a fast-paced, always running around the map kind of game mode, and melee weapons are boss in this. Normally, when you kill an enemy who's carrying a bunch of Fracture or core files, they will die, and the core files will spray out of their body, and they'll shoot all the way around in this big circle. And then you look like a fucking idiot because you're standing there running around trying to pick up all these files, and then you get killed. So you're running around trying to pick up like 8 files that are all scattered all over the ground, and you get killed. Whereas with a melee weapon, you run up, you stab a guy, all of his files, or most of his files, like 90%, 99% of his files, 99% of the time, will just instantly suck into you. So if you kill a guy that has 10 files, you have 10 files now. You don't have to stand there and run around like a jackass picking up fucking files off the ground. It'll just suck right into you, and that's that. You're good to go, and then you can go and score. So melee weapons, very, very good. And again, it's such a fast-paced game mode that people are always running around. It's very easy to use a melee weapon. You don't have to worry about trying to figure out the spawns, and because they will run right into your spawn. They will run right to where the fracture is. You always know where the enemies are in this game mode. Very easy to use a melee weapon. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. There will be another video today, as this was kind of sort of a bonus video. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Hit the subscribe button so that you can get that. Go and click that little gear and make sure you get notifications for every upload so that it'll just pop right on your phone when it comes out. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.